Hi everyone, and welcome back to our new English lesson. Today we're going to talk about phrasal verbs yet again. However, the topic of today's video is phrasal verbs related to work. So if you're working abroad, if you're working in an English-speaking company, or if you're planning to apply for a job in an English-speaking company, the phrasal verbs that we're going to learn today are a must. These verbs are going to help you in a working environment, in an office, speaking to your colleagues, speaking to your co-workers. All right, so stay tuned. And without further ado, let's dive right in. And let's start with the basics. So how do you say start work and finish work? Of course, you can just say start and finish. Easy, right? But since we're learning phrasal verbs here today, let's learn these two useful phrasal verbs related to starting and finishing work. If you start work, you may want to say to clock in. So I clocked in an hour ago, right? It means I started work an hour ago. To clock in means to start. And to clock out means to finish. Easy, right? Clock in, clock out. In British English, it's more common to say to clock off. However, in American English, you can only say clock out.
They clock in, they clock out.
I clocked out.
Well, time to clock out.
Another way of saying to finish work is by using this phrasal verb, to get off, get off, get off. So you can get off work early, or you can get off work late, right? So it means to finish work early or finish work late. Get off. For example, what time do you usually get off work? What time do you usually get off work? It means what time do you usually finish work?
I got off work early. It's nice to get off early, huh?
Hilda, I got off early from work today.
Now let's imagine you wake up one day and you're not feeling well. You're sick and you can't go to work. What are you going to do in that case? Well, you're going to call in sick. To call in sick means to telephone your workplace and tell them that you can't go to work that day because you're not feeling well. You're ill. Right? So to call in as a phrasal verb means to call, to telephone your workplace. Have you ever called in sick? Oh, I'm not feeling very well today, so I think I'm just going to call in sick.
I'm calling in sick.
Calling sick.
I can't call in.
So what does this phrasal verb mean? To take something off, take some amount of time off. For example, if I'm tired and I don't want to go to work tomorrow, I'm going to take a day off, right? So to take a day off means to take a break from work. After her business trip, she needed to take a day off.
I could take a few days off work.
The stars don't take a day off.
Take the day off.
I took the morning off from work.
Let's look at this example. This is Debbie, and Debbie starts work every day at 9 a.m. But tomorrow at 10 a.m., she has an appointment with her dentist because she has some problems with her teeth. So what is she going to do? Debbie is going to take the morning off so that she can go to the dentist. She's going to take the morning off. Now let's look at some phrasal verbs related to meetings and discussions. First phrasal verb is to call off, and it has nothing to do with actually calling somebody. To call off means to cancel a plan or an event. For example, you can cancel or call off a meeting. Our manager was very busy last week, so she had to call off our meeting. She had to cancel the meeting. She called it off.
Call it off.
Call what off?
Call off the wedding.
If you discuss something with your colleagues, you can use this phrasal verb to talk over. Talk over. To talk over means to discuss some topic with another person and find out their opinion or maybe even get their advice. For example, let's talk over the budget and make a decision. Let's discuss the budget and make a decision. One more useful phrasal verb is to meet up with. To meet up with somebody, for example, your colleagues again, or to meet up with your boss, your employer, means to actually get together with somebody. Angela meets up with her colleagues once a week to discuss all the new ideas. Angela meets up with her colleagues once a week.
I'm meeting up with someone from my...
I'll meet up with you there.
The next phrasal verb is to pile up. But first of all, what is a pile? For example, this is a pile of books, right? It's a pile of books. So to pile up as a phrasal verb means to increase in amount. Imagine you start having lots and lots and lots of work to do. So you may say, oh, work is piling up. The work is piling up. So I think I'll have to go into the office on the weekend because the work is piling up. It's increasing in amount. Also, if you don't pay your bills for some time, they're going to pile up as well. So pay your bills on time because my bills are piling up.
We really do need to find someone up here. The work is starting to pile up.
If you work really hard at something in a very determined way, you plug away at it, at something. So I have my report here and I've been working really hard on this report. I've been working for many hours today on this report. So I can say I've been plugging away at this report for a few hours. I have been plugging away at this report for hours. One more example. Kate has been plugging away at her homework. Kate has been plugging away at her homework, which means that Kate has been working really hard on her homework. It means that her homework is very difficult and complicated this time, and she has been plugging away at it.
Oh, keep plugging away, everyone.
I'm gonna keep plugging away for a bit.
We are plugging away.
Now, you can also say to slog away. To slog away also means to work hard for a long period of time. For example, Jenny has been slogging away at her presentation. Jenny has been slogging away at her presentation, which means she has been preparing her presentation for a long time. She's been working really hard on her presentation. You can even say to slave away, to slave away. So we have three options, guys, to plug away, to slog away, and to slave away. However, the last phrasal verb to slave away is a very, very informal, so please make sure you don't use it in a formal context. So to slave away also means to work very, very hard. For example, she was the only one slaving away in the office without anybody's help. She was the only one slaving away. She was the only one working hard like a slave. The opposite of working hard is to slack off. A person who slacks off is a person who avoids hard work or just avoids work in general. For example, since he got promoted, he's been slacking off. Since he got promoted, he's been avoiding work or he's been slacking off. One more example. I can't slack off when my boss is around. I can't slack off when my boss is around.
We have been slacking off lately.
You slacking off in there?
A question for you guys. Do you sometimes slack off at work? Well, thank you so much for watching. It's all for today, guys. I know this video is a little bit too long, but at least we've learned so many useful phrasal verbs related to work. And if you have watched up till here, let me tell you something. You are incredible. You're awesome. And if you have any questions left, make sure you leave them in the comment section. See you very soon. Bye.